Good morning, good afternoon, class. It is Friday, beautiful day in Virginia Beach. Sorry I haven't been able to get to you earlier, but it's been a crazy week. I really hope that you were able to see TD Jakes yesterday. He blessed us with a wonderful presentation on compassion fatigue and a million other topics. I'm going to send out a video archive of it so you guys can see it. I'm going to be having it a part of our class in the future. I think it's just that good. Let me talk a little bit about group therapy and family therapy. I'm not going to talk about it. I'm just going to kind of qualify that there's so much work to be done in these two chapters, group therapy and family therapy. I can't even begin to talk about family therapy. We can't even do anything online about family therapy because it's just too much. It's just way too much information. Like I said, this class can be very stressful for you because you want more information, but you can't get it. But the good news is you will be getting all of those information in one class on family, one class on group. So you'll be getting all of that information. It is frustrating to you, and it is frustrating to me also to not be able to get into all the things that we need to get into. Just to tell you about your papers, I am still reading them now, almost done. So, and they're all very good. I hope you guys took advantage of meeting these people because you're going to need a practicum site. So. You want to keep these people's names in your Rolodex, so when you're looking for a practicum in an intern site, that you have a good contact. As far as your papers, I didn't take anything off for APA, but I will, guys, for your next two papers that you're turning in. So make sure that you are doing that you are turning it in APA. I really recommend going to the Writing Center. You can do all this online. You can do it if you're local, face-to-face, whatever. But you need to go to Writing Center. You need a new APA. It is not an excuse for you to say, I didn't know, or I thought this, or I use an outdated version. You need to know all about that, and I'm going to be picking you apart with that. You don't want that, and I don't want to do that, but you need to do that. Your posts, folks, your online posts are good, much better. We're in this mode now, folks, of you guys are getting in this kind of this groove, and you're just kind of putting stuff out there. Make sure you're still, because I'm going to start getting a little bit harsher and harsher on content now that the APA stuff is pretty much corrected. Still got some people who are doing some APA issues, but more of, you got to read, synthesize, I keep saying that word, and put it in. Stop the cutting and pasting, trying to find a way to jam things together, because it's not coherent the way your thoughts are kind of linked together. Make sure if you are citing somebody that you are not just putting their name in to cite, but they actually are adding something to your post. Don't just say New Craig, say something and add New Craig to the end of it. You need to really read what New Craig says, and then says, in the New Craig says in his text that this, and this, I agree with that, or this something. You can't just put a reference in that either makes no sense or just thrown in there, and there's no real content that ties that reference to that person. I had a couple questions about the McMinn presentation. Couple things you need to know about that. Number one, the McMinn presentation, guys, is a group effort. If you want to assign someone to do the paper, you want to assign somebody to do the assignments, that's fine. Two things to understand with that. Number one, you're responsible for it. So if someone turns in some crappy stuff, your name is all over that. So you need to make sure that you are okay with stuff that's turned in and the way things are happening. In terms of the presentations, everybody should be presenting. Everybody should be presenting. No one sits out of the presentation. Some people can have a bigger role than others. Some people can facilitate kind of the activities a little bit better. I don't know, but everybody should be a part of the presentation. In terms of the paper that goes along with this presentation, that paper needs to be APA. The lit review should be just that. It should be a lit review, but it's brief, guys. It's very brief. Give yourself some space to briefly talk about it. If I think one of the students said, I forgot what student it was, but she said she has a couple of topics. Just briefly go over some things. You have to learn how to write and really communicate better. You don't have to be exhaustive lit review. It just has to be a review of the literature on this subject in counseling, whatever it is. I hope that makes sense to you all. And I pray that you guys are settled now. Stress levels getting a little lower. I know it's your grad school. It's going to be higher. That's okay. But managing it is important. I want to pray that you all take some time to kind of relax. I know, folks, I'm busy, crazy busy, and I need to do it. But get outside, go to the gym, do whatever you need to do. Hang out with your kids. Be present. There's two words here. There's present, like present day, and there's presence, like having a presence. So don't just be present in people's lives. Have a presence in people's lives. Be there. What I mean by that is be there with your family, with your friends, with whomever. Don't just be present in the room, but be clear enough where you can say, I need to be present in these conversations. I need to be present in this quality time that we're doing. So I know it's hard, folks. I work hard every day at trying to do this. We'll see. I want to pray for you all. I get emails all the time from you all. People having terrible things that are happening to them. People are having really challenges academically, financially, personally. And we all need to be praying for each other. I often refer people around this time of the semester to Luke 10:31, and in Luke 10:31, you'll find Jesus dropping by Mary and Martha's house, just dropping by, folks, and how Martha is up in arms, running around trying to get ready because her rabbi comes by and she wants to cook and clean and get the house ready, and the disciples are there, and her sister Mary is just sitting around doing nothing, and Martha is upset, and she says, Jesus, tell Mary to get in here and help me. And Jesus just reminds her that Mary has picked the right person. Mary has picked the person, me. I'm Jesus, you know. So as you guys get through this semester, please don't get so task-driven that you don't appreciate everything that's going on. If you believe in Jesus, that's fine. If you believe in God, that's fine. If you don't have a belief, that's fine. We're learning about all this in worldviews. The key to the point is this. Stop, slow down, appreciate everything that's going on in your world. You'll be graduating, folks, before you know it. You won't even remember my name. You'll be up on the stage graduating. You're like, who's that dude first semester? So please, this will be over before you know it. This season will be over before you know it. Don't miss it, okay? Don't miss it. Take your time to appreciate what's going on. Put some things in some priority. Work hard. Play hard. And God bless you.